The war on drugs has seen a significant victory. This is a momentous occasion for law enforcement agencies across the nation as they celebrate a hard-fought success in their ongoing battle against drug cartels. Ismail Mayo Zambada, the notorious leader of the Sinaloa Cartel, has been apprehended. Known for his elusive nature and strategic mind, Zambada has been a key figure in the drug trade for decades, orchestrating numerous operations from behind the scenes. The arrest took place in Texas, sending shockwaves through the criminal underworld. The ripple effects of this capture are being felt far and wide as other cartel members and associates scramble to reassess their positions and strategies. Zambada, long considered one of the world's most wanted fugitives, had evaded authorities for decades. His ability to remain hidden and continue his operations was a testament to his cunning and the extensive network he had built. His capture marks a major blow to the cartel's operations. The Sinaloa Cartel, which has been a dominant force in the drug trade, will now face significant challenges in maintaining its influence and control. This arrest is a testament to the tireless efforts of law enforcement agencies. It highlights the importance of collaboration and intelligence sharing among various agencies, both domestically and internationally. It underscores the commitment to dismantling powerful criminal organizations. The dedication and perseverance of these agencies are crucial in the fight against organized crime, and this arrest is a clear indication of their resolve. The Sinaloa Cartel, under Zambada's leadership, has been responsible for countless acts of violence and drug trafficking. Their operations have had devastating effects on communities, both in Mexico and the United States, leading to a surge in violence and addiction. The public reaction to Zambada's arrest has been overwhelmingly positive. Communities that have been plagued by the cartel's activities are now hopeful for a safer future. Families affected by drug violence see this as a step towards justice and healing. Moving forward, law enforcement agencies are already strategizing their next steps. The fight against drug cartels is far from over, but this arrest provides a significant morale boost and a clear message: no one is beyond the reach of justice. The international community has also taken note of this achievement. Cooperation between countries is essential in combating global drug trafficking networks, and this arrest showcases the power of a united front against crime. As law enforcement agencies continue their training and preparation for future operations, their commitment to justice remains unwavering. The capture of Ismail Mayo Zambada is a significant milestone, but it is just one of many steps in the ongoing battle against drug cartels. Ismail Zambada, better known as El Mayo, has long been a shadowy figure in the world of organized crime. His name is whispered in hushed tones, a symbol of both fear and respect. Born in the rural state of Sinaloa, Mexico, he rose through the ranks of the drug trade, starting from humble beginnings. The harsh realities of his environment shaped him into a formidable force. He earned a reputation for his strategic cunning and ruthlessness, qualities that set him apart from other crime lords. His ability to outthink and outmaneuver his rivals made him a legend in the underworld. For years, he operated in the shadows, always a step ahead of the law. His network of informants and loyalists ensured that he was never caught off guard. The authorities were constantly on his trail, but he always managed to slip through their fingers. His ability to evade capture fueled his legend. Many considered him untouchable, a ghost that haunted the dreams of law enforcement. Stories of his near misses and narrow escapes became the stuff of folklore. However, his luck finally ran out on the streets of Texas. After years of cat-and-mouse games, the authorities managed to corner him. It was a moment that many thought would never come. The arrest of El Mayo is a major victory in the fight against drug trafficking. It represents a significant blow to the operations of one of the most powerful drug cartels in the world. The impact of his capture will be felt across the entire criminal network. It sends a clear message that no one is above the law. The relentless pursuit of justice by law enforcement agencies has shown that even the most elusive criminals can be brought to justice. This victory is a testament to their dedication and perseverance. The Sinaloa Cartel, a name synonymous with drug trafficking and violence, has held a tight grip on Mexico. Under the leadership of Zambada and his now imprisoned partner, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the cartel's influence spread like wildfire. Their reach extended far beyond Mexico's borders, infiltrating countries worldwide. The cartel's operations have had a devastating impact on Mexico and beyond. Their insatiable greed fueled violence, corruption, and instability. The cartel's ruthless tactics have left countless lives shattered in their wake. The Sinaloa Cartel's rise to power is a tale of brutality and corruption. They have long been involved in the production and trafficking of various drugs. These include marijuana, cocaine, and heroin. Their vast network allowed them to move massive quantities of narcotics across borders. The cartel's operations have generated billions of dollars. They use this wealth to corrupt officials and acquire sophisticated weaponry. This has enabled them to operate with impunity for years, terrorizing communities and fueling the cycle of addiction. Section 5. The Rise of Fentanyl, a deadly new chapter. In recent years, the Sinaloa Cartel has added a new and even more dangerous product to their repertoire: fentanyl. This synthetic opioid, many times more potent than heroin, has flooded the illicit drug market. It has unleashed a wave of overdoses and deaths. The cartel's involvement in the fentanyl trade highlights their complete disregard for human life. Driven solely by profit, they have fueled a public health crisis. This has resulted in countless lost lives and shattered families. Section 6. A glimmer of hope in the fight against fentanyl. The arrest of Zambada offers a glimmer of hope in the fight against fentanyl. It disrupts the cartel's leadership and operations. Law enforcement agencies will now focus on dismantling their fentanyl production and trafficking networks. The significance of this arrest cannot be overstated. It represents a major step forward in combating the flow of fentanyl into communities. It is a victory for those who have lost loved ones to this deadly drug. Section 7. The long reach of the cartel. The Sinaloa Cartel's influence extends far beyond drug trafficking. They have infiltrated various sectors of society. This includes politics, law enforcement, and the economy. Their tentacles have wrapped around institutions, eroding trust and undermining the rule of law. Their vast wealth has allowed them to corrupt officials and manipulate systems to their advantage. This corruption has had a corrosive effect on society, breeding distrust and hindering progress. Section 8. A history of violence and corruption. The Sinaloa Cartel's reign has been marked by violence and intimidation. They have silenced anyone who dared to stand in their way. Journalists, activists, and law enforcement officials have been targeted, creating a climate of fear. Their brutality knows no bounds. They operate with a sense of impunity, believing they are above the law. Their actions have left a trail of blood and suffering. Section 9. The future of the Sinaloa Cartel. The arrest of Zambada raises questions about the future of the Sinaloa Cartel. Some experts believe it could fragment the organization, leading to a surge in violence as factions vie for control. Others argue that the cartel's deep roots and adaptable structure will allow it to weather the storm. They believe a new leader will emerge from the shadows. Only time will tell what the true impact of Zambada's arrest will be. Section 10. A long road ahead. The fight against drug trafficking is far from over. Despite numerous efforts and significant strides made by law enforcement agencies worldwide, the battle continues to rage on multiple fronts. The streets are still filled with protests, and communities are still grappling with the devastating effects of drug abuse and trafficking. The arrest of Mayo Zambada, while significant, is just one battle in a long and complex war. This high-profile arrest has certainly dealt a blow to the cartel's operations, but it is far from a decisive victory. The intricate web of drug trafficking networks spans across borders and involves countless individuals, making it a persistent and evolving challenge. The demand for drugs continues to fuel the illicit market. As long as there is a demand, there will always be those willing to supply, regardless of the risks involved. This demand is driven by various factors, including socio-economic conditions, mental health issues, and the pervasive nature of addiction. This ensures that criminal organizations will continue to operate. These groups are highly adaptable and resourceful, constantly finding new ways to evade law enforcement and continue their illegal activities. They exploit vulnerabilities in the system and capitalize on the desperation of those affected by addiction. Addressing this complex issue requires a multifaceted approach. It is not enough to simply arrest those involved in the drug trade. A comprehensive strategy must be implemented involving various stakeholders, including law enforcement, community leaders, healthcare providers, and policymakers. This includes strengthening law enforcement efforts, ensuring that officers are well trained and equipped to handle the challenges they face. It also involves improving intelligence sharing and coordination between different agencies to effectively dismantle drug trafficking networks. Addressing the root causes of drug demand is equally important. This means investing in education and prevention programs that target at-risk populations, providing them with the knowledge and resources they need to make informed decisions. It also involves addressing underlying issues such as poverty, lack of opportunities, and mental health problems. Providing treatment and support for those struggling with addiction is crucial. This includes ensuring access to rehabilitation centres, counselling services, and support groups. Recovery is a long and difficult journey, and those affected need all the help they can get to overcome their addiction and rebuild their lives. The fight against drug trafficking is not just a matter of law enforcement. It is a societal issue that demands a comprehensive response. Everyone has a role to play, from government officials to community members. By working together, we can create a safer and healthier society for all. It is a societal issue that demands a comprehensive response. Only through a united and sustained effort can we hope to make a lasting impact and turn the tide in this ongoing battle against drug trafficking and its devastating consequences.